大陆的哈。特别来看你们是大陆，来到这里会不会很辛苦啊？会不会遥远？会不会很远呐？多少天才能到？一天而已啊！
哎，对，飞机嘛，一天就到了。
啊，不有一些说2、3、4天呢。
有点远，它是转呐，转
2天。啊，是啊，大陆很大嘛，哎，不是每个都靠近台湾了，哎，会不会花太多钱了？
我先不花呀，只要看到师傅都好啊。
我知道。
这里给我发点钱。
OK， 我知道了，知道，啊，这世界不大，不过蛮大哈，大陆蛮大，有一些不靠近台湾，走很远，是吗？哎，不过他们国外人也是蛮远的，有一些，连坐飞机也2、3天的，转车、船去什么的，哎，大家蛮诚心的啊，我很感动啊，谢谢了啊，哎，还好吗？Love you. Love you. Thank you. Yes. Mạnh khỏe. Mấy đồng chí đâu là ha? Okay. I cannot believe that there are such a days that the Chinese from mainland and the Vietnamese from Ola can come here and see me. Yeah, I'm glad I still live to this day to see it. Upstairs also? Wow. Upstairs Vietnamese or who? Who are upstairs? Oh, wow. I never have enough big place. Cái chỗ bao lớn cũng vậy thôi, cũng không bao giờ đủ. Không bao giờ đủ. Ở bên Ấn Độ cho có chỗ. All right. Taiwan, this is the biggest place I can have already. Yeah. It doesn't look big, but it's big enough. We have more land. This is just, the place that they used to, arrange it so that tourists will come. But we have more land, bigger than this. A lot of land around, just not yet developed. And even then, I don't know how to feed all of you. The future. Yeah. Many have not the chance to come, either working or they have come before many weekends, so they don't come again, or etc., etc. And we also tell them, don't come too many because, we don't have enough arrangements. Yeah, we try. Yeah, and today is Chinese and Vietnamese turn, right? Okay, let's be happy for them. Happy for them. You also monk? Monk?
中国来的。
中国和尚。和尚Tibetan 和尚Dasidele. Anyhow, Mongolia. Mongolia, but Tibetan monk. Would you please like to come here, or is okay there, or want to come here? The monks, sorry, I don't know why they arranged like this today. It's all for cakes now. Huh? It's all for cakes. Cakes are more important than monks. Huh? The monks, they should keep their purity. Really like that. Because you sit next to people, sometimes have some influence. Please come up. We should treat the monks and nuns with respect, okay? originally, I like to see you in the place where we, cha-cha-cha today. But it's raining. It's raining. Because the place with cha-cha-cha, we have a big platform. And all the monks and nuns and the foreigners and, sensitive people can sit there. Here, we don't have. If we have some reverent beings, we have to treat them nicely. Okay, huh? Yeah, you must know. Yeah? I always tell you long time already, so you do always the same. The monks and nuns sit on somewhere separate, okay? As separate as possible. Yeah, we have to protect them, okay? Protect the purity. For you, it's not like I love them more than I love you. It's just they need to be a little distance, okay? You go home, you just sit with anybody, hug each other, sleep with each other, but they are different. They need to be separated. Because we can influence them, with some of our negative thinking, impure energy, okay? I know that is the truth, huh? I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything. I'm not, okay? I just want to protect them. All right? Because they left everything behind, all the comfort that you have, all the freedom that you have. To be a monk and nun, they are free inside, but outside they're not always free. They always have to behave in the public in a certain way, because otherwise people will slander them. Not because they worry about their reputation being slandered or not. They worry people slander them, make bad karma for them. So they have to behave in a certain way. They're not all that completely free. And in order to keep their lifestyle, the way they would choose to be, we protect them, huh? Okay? Always put them separately. When I was younger, I don't know how long ago. I forgot how long ago. I used to go here and there all the time, because I lecture, visit people and all that. And sometimes they put me in their bed to sleep. I feel immediately the different energy, and I went out to sleep on the floor. And I told all of my monks and nuns before, wherever you go, don't ever sleep on people's bed. So they always take their own sleeping bag and mattress and they sleep on the floor. Even though some cold area, the bed is more comfortable. Even though sleeping on the bed is more comfortable and warm, but when people, they sleep there together, the couple, and if you sleep on that bed, immediately you have this energy. I guarantee you. If you don't believe me, try it. Well, you don't care anyway. Most of you, if you have a family, you don't care about this. You don't feel any difference. I do, immediately. Immediately. And maybe many monks, nuns would feel immediately the difference. Yes. Sorry, my place, always small. Okay? Always small. The more big place, the more smaller it becomes. I don't know why. This place always shrink. When you come, the place shrink. When I first came here ever, still working, around and moving garbage, repairing the buildings, the walls, and make it more clean. Yeah, and I feel, my God, the place is so big. They took me around to look. It's so big, I think I will get lost in here. And now I feel it's so small, it's not enough for even to sit around or to stand. Like this morning, when we have performance, this afternoon, performance, half or some more than half have to stay in the other hall, remember? And today is the same here. Look. When I first come here, I thought, wow, that's big, and now it looks like so small. Taiwan already small, yeah? Only if we have big land like maybe in Sahara, Gobi, or where? You see one of your brother, he has his guru, he's still your guru. Understand me? Yes, a different guru, but guru. Always speak to him with reverence, bless him. Yes, he's guru. I mean, he's other guru before me. Yes, had land, and they gathered together hundreds of thousands. I said, what? we have only about 10,000. We already trembling here. Have nowhere to sit. Yeah, if they all come here, I don't know where to put them. I mean, your sister and brothers. If they all come here at once. That's why before I let them come every week, whenever they come, and I come see them every weekend, then it's not so many, yeah? But if they all come here, I don't know where to put them. I think we can make boxes, like bookshelf, Yeah. And then some sit underneath and the other one. Yeah, maybe we have to do that. Yeah? Instead of sitting all on the floor, some sit on the floor, some sit in the middle, and the other one sit next to the ceiling. Yeah, they will become like 3-story, okay? Only the skinny ones sit on top. We have to arrange that, or else. Or we make it more economized. The big and tough one sit on the floor, and the other one sit on that shoulder, and the other one sit on the... We also make pyramid that way, brother. It's like your gurus. In India, they can do that. India is big, so big, so big. China also big. Taiwan, small. But their hearts are big. The Taiwanese people hearts are very big. Government free, yeah? Liberated. Okay, we talk about the Buddha, okay? Our mundane job already done. Wow. Okay, now remember I promised you to read about many kind of demons, yeah? Today nobody wear red hat and I do. Yesterday I forgot. So today I make amends. And then I'm almost the only one that wear hat. So it's all right. Have you ever seen such a guru so comical like me? So funny. When I was young, they already called me funny Buddha. I wasn't anywhere near Buddha. I don't know. I wasn't that funny either. They keep calling me that. Okay. Good. Oh, there's so many things the Buddha has warned people. The Buddha always emphasized the precepts, the moral conduct that even lay people should be aware and keep them if you don't want to fall into the 3 lowest categories of suffering, meaning hell, hungry ghost, and what? Animals, yes. Some suffering animals. Some animals live a good life. My dogs, you cannot say they're animals. They live like heavens. They have better things than I do. Yeah, they have assistants. Yeah, I don't have any. I am dog's assistants whenever I have to be there. And before I leave, I have to say to them, apologize. I must go take care of the world and make people more benevolent to the animal. Because otherwise people will continue to treat the animal bad, really cruelty, too much cruelty. Yeah, and it is bad for the humans, okay? However much suffering the animals suffer, they will go to heaven. But the humans who did this to them will never be free. A long time in hell. That's why I said to them, that's why I have to work harder, and I don't have a lot of time for them, even though I enjoy so much the company, because they give nothing but love. Love in eyes, love in tail, love in the whole body, Yeah. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who had take time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk or, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. Okay, here, the Buddha say that those who have already done away with emptiness and form eradicate the conscious mind as well. In the extensive tranquility of the 10 directions, there is nowhere at all to go. These beings are among those at the station of nothing whatsoever, meaning they not come, not go, they don't desire anything. That's good. So when the nature of consciousness does not move within extinction, they exhaustive investigate. Within the endless, they discern the end of nature. It is as if it were there and yet not there, as if it were ended and yet not ended. They are among those at the station of neither thought nor non-thoughts. I mean, they are practitioners. Go stepwise, yeah? This is the higher step than the step before. Yeah. These beings dwell exhaustively into emptiness, but never fathom the principle of emptiness. Go from heaven of no return, down this road which is a dead end to sagehood. They are among those known as Do Arhats, who do not turn their minds around, just like those in the heaven of no thought and the heavens of externalists, who become engrossed in emptiness and do not want to come back. These beings are confused, prone to outflows and ignorant. They will accordingly enter the cycle of rebirth again. Before that, the Buddha said that if you don't keep those precepts, etc., then although you have some fruit of the samadhi and meditation, you will not really become Buddha. Yeah, you might enter in some stage like mentioned, but cannot truly become Buddha. Okay? Yes. So they will go from one state after another like that, but still they must take care. Because the Buddha say like this, if you do not have truly, not the renunciation outside, but inside, not truly understand the truth, then still have to go back to rebirth in this physical world again. So Ananda, each and every being in all these heavens is ordinary. They are still answerable to their karmic retribution. When they have answered for their debts, they must once again enter rebirth. The lords of these heavens, however, are all bodhisattvas who roam in samadhi. They gradually progress in their practice and make transference to the way cultivated by all sages. The citizens of this heaven, apart from the lords of this heaven, the kings of this heaven, they are already bodhisattva, stationed, fixed. But these people who meditate and enter some samadhi of emptiness and be attached to that, they still not reach the ultimate goal. And they have to come back, and they have to be responsible for their karmic debt, just like us even. Yes. Therefore, heaven is not the ultimate end. It is nirvana, okay? It's the best, meaning the highest level of sainthood. The Sakhan level, they call that area, the 5th level, yeah, at least. But you will not go to the 5th level. Some other master did not want to take you to their place. So I may take you another place, above 5th level. So you go to the 5th level first, okay? And then we make a transition to the other levels. Okay, huh? Yeah. Because you still have to go through there. You know, it's like a highway. It's like a highway you must go through. And then you go home. Huh? Turn left or turn right. Because you cannot go back to the original world, because these original world beings, they're already original. They have never been contaminated anywhere. They have no ego, have no traces of mundane or shadow worlds. You have been already. So we have another created heavens for this kind of people. But I think I told the SMTV staff already before that. Yeah. Because I told them no other master wanted you, so they were very sad. I said, no, but it's a different, we have another place. For example, like that place, that area, emptiness, and then non-thought, non-emptiness, and then there's another called formless realm. The cultivators can go like that to different area. But these have not really understood the wonderful enlightenment of like the Buddha's mind. Yeah, not yet. So nevertheless, they might understand some false kind of concept, false enlightenment. And then they still run around in the cycle of the 3 realms, okay? 3 realms, the highest is a Brahma, remember? Okay, yes. So it's not liberation yet. If you go to the 3rd level, you're still not liberated. You have a lot of maybe magical power, spiritual power. You can even cure people or illness and make the blind see again, all this, but it's not yet. Okay. I don't want to scare you, so I'm going to go straight to the the other places, okay? My God. Oof. So many destiny for hell dwellers, hungry ghosts, animals, people, spiritual immortals, gods, and asuras, etc., etc. They are not completely enlightened, like the Buddha, huh? Or like Jesus, yes? Jesus lived in a difficult time of our history and in a difficult land of the planet where beings easily being misled and misunderstood. Therefore, they just terminate his holy life. Otherwise, we would have more teaching left behind for us. Even some of his teaching has just been discovered, not just in the Bible, but after, separately, the teaching of Jesus, some disciples have written it and hide it somewhere, and they have been discovering it, yeah? Some, more than just the Dead Sea Scroll, more than that. And some Essene Essenes society have kept some of his real teachings. Okay, in the Bible, just a portion only. Yes, and the Bible is more or less like a historical record. Nah? So they record it all the time from the beginning, long before Jesus, the time of King David, even. Yes, and others. Yes. In the Bible, Jesus was recorded as just one part of the history. So therefore, his teaching is not completely there. Yeah. Okay, so I will go to the place that I promised you, okay? How you recognize some demons that come to you when you meditate. I mean, not just you, but all the practitioners in the so-called spiritual area in our world. Very easily we can fall into the bad influence of the demon. And the demon originally cannot go near if we always can repeat the 5 protective holy names. They are the kings of the 5 worlds that we have to pass through. It's a highway. You can't avoid these 5 worlds if you want to go anywhere. Even the master must also go through the 5 worlds in order to go home. Okay, or to go down, come down, okay, right. Therefore, in the course of our practice, we have to be aware of different demons who always try to make the practitioner go astray, because they don't like anybody to become holy or free. The Maya, king of illusion, always dispatch some of his subordinates to come and bother the practitioner. Now, even the Buddha says so. Those of you, he's talking to the monks, his monks, those of you with more to learn, I mean, not all of the monks has complete their course of enlightenment. So the Buddha said to them, those of you with more to learn, those enlightened by conditions, and those who are sound hearers. What sound hearers? It cannot be like you hear in the beep beep of the car, or the Buddha mentioned the, hearing the music sound, or karaoke, or cha-cha-cha even, no? Could it be those sound? No. Sound hearers. What is that then? The guaning, the inside sound, yes. Because the Buddha also said that if you rely on sound and you rely on brightness, you cannot find Buddha. Sound means the outside noise and all kind of distraction. Yes, you cannot find the Buddha. Or just chanting or doing something like that, then you cannot find the Buddha. And if you just be mesmerized by light outside or any entertainment, brightness, then you also cannot find the Buddha. Meaning you don't worship idols and all kind of different mantra and stuff. That is not suitable. It's not really for enlightenment. Yeah, for some purpose it's good, but not for enlightenment. You cannot rely on those. So in the Diamond Sutra, Buddha say that. Oh, there's another sutra. If I have time, I'll tell you. Yeah, Buddha lived long, bless him. That's why he has a lot of time to tell his disciples all kind of wonders beyond this world. Yeah, and that's why we have a lot of treasure here to inherit. We have to really thank the Buddha and all the Arhats, the Bodhisattva. That sacrifice their comfort of nirvana to come down in this dusty world to teach us patiently and still leave some treasure for later generation, those ignoramus like us. All right. So, and the Buddha continue, The Buddha address all kind of beings here, yeah? Those who are enlightened by conditions, meaning many of his monks became enlightened due to the sound of Buddha. He hears the sounds of Buddha teaching. And other being enlightened by entering the body of water. And other are enlightened by some fragrant smell. Other are enlightened by touch. Yeah, by touch. There are a lot of them are being enlightened through different means. Yeah, from the 84,000 means. But then later, as I told you, another time we will read all that. It's also very long. You see how thick the sutra is. And I read only, maybe 10 or 20 pages. Yeah? And finally, the Bodhisattva, one of his disciples, also stood up and concluded all the method. And then saying that only the sound hearing, only turn the hearing inward, then only that method can really ultimately lead you to complete enlightenment, liberation, or Buddhahood. Yeah? So that was another thing. Yeah. But Buddha mentioned that sound hearing, turn inward to hear the sound inside in different sutras, not just this one. Yeah? Just this one is very compact. Not only what method is the best, the most reliable, yeah, but also Buddha tell you the precepts you have to keep. Yes, and also the Buddha tell you what kind of demons are always lurking around true practitioners, trying to lead him astray, if you allow him, by your thought. If you think something, if you want something, if you delude yourself, for example, by thinking that you are complete enlightened already, pronounce that, then such and such demon will come. Okay? Now we will see which demon come to whom and why. Yeah? And how we can avoid it. Okay? So it's very important for you, even if you're not Buddhist. These information are very rare to find. Not every monk even know this sutra. Okay? Yes. And this is not translated in all languages. And not everyone really want to study so deeply like that. Some think just to shave the head, wear the monk's robe, and every day just be a good person, good monk, then it's good enough, okay? But it's also good. In that case, also good, yes. Any monk who is taking care of himself, protect his moral conduct, is already very good for the society, yeah? At least he is not harmful to anyone. Okay. But if he is enlightened, then it's also better for those who come and trust him, make offering to him, or relying on him for more spiritual knowledge. It would be better if he became enlightened. Then he will not lead those people, believers, into a wrong path. Yeah? Even without bad intention. And then if with bad intention for fame and profit, then it is bad, 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 bad. Very bad. In Vietnam we say the robe doesn't make you become a monk. It is like that, because of that, okay? Yeah. And in the Buddha time, there was one lay person. He's very, very learned, very enlightened. So many monks fear him. Vimalakirti, his name, okay. Just to tell you all that so that you also can feel comforted that because you're not a monk, okay? Just be moderate in your life, okay? Keep yourself pure as possible, like a lotus in the mud, without reeking of the mud. Know yourself, your weakness, your strength. Always try to be vigilant. Take care, protect yourself, okay? Because you are the only one you can rely on. Master can protect you, can guide you, but you have to follow it. Like an English teacher, keep teaching you, but you come home, you don't do your homework, you don't speak one word. How are you? Then how you think that you are the English student? No matter how highly educated your English teacher, how diligent he is to teach you, useless. It's you. You are the one who have to, make yourself erudite. Yeah? Okay? By following the teacher advice and teaching. Okay. So the Buddha said, I am the finger that point to the moon. But I'm not the moon. Got that? Follow my finger, you see the moon. Okay? Yes. Even though Buddha have told his disciples that anyone who worship the Buddha or his monks, good, truly enlightened monk, will have immense merit, yeah, and also might get enlightenment and become Buddha gradually also. Even just light incense or light a light to worship the Buddha in front of his statues, etc. Always have a lot of merit. Okay, even then. But that doesn't mean Buddha really seek recognition or reverence. This is a misunderstanding if you think the Buddha teach people to bow to him, prostrate to him. They do it by themselves. In India, there's a tradition. You touch your teacher's ground, the ground where he walks, or on his feet, and, you know, the show of reverence, utmost reverence. But some do that to their parents also, okay? Anyway, so the Buddha never seek recognition or encourage people to bow to him. He just speaks the truth, okay? That you do this, you do that, you worship the Buddha, you have merit. And that is the truth. Yes, because you connect it with his inner enlightenment, then he will share some with you automatically. Huh? Okay, just like that. Not because Buddha need any reverence or worship. No. If he need fame and profit, he would have stayed a prince. That's logic, right? And become a king. Then he has everything. He already had everything before he left home. So you cannot say he wants a fame, profit, money, or any such a thing anymore. Yeah? Same with many other masters. Same with the Lord Mahavira, same Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Krishna, and etc. Okay? Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, for example, like that. They don't care. Okay? Because even though they are not prince, maybe not, yes, but they do have comfortable life, just like you at least, yeah? They left it all. They go sit in a cave, meditate in the desert, and sit under the Bodhi tree with nothing. Don't know if tomorrow they have anybody bring food or not, no. And Jesus Christ, he also went to the desert 40 more days with nothing with him. They didn't have to do that. They have a good family life, okay? Don't have to. So these masters, they truly forsake everything to get enlightenment in order to help humankind. So the Buddha addressed those who has more to learn, those who enlightened by conditions, as I just mentioned, either by touch, by hear the sound, by smell, fragrance, stuff like that. And those who are sound hearers, have now turned your mind to pursue enlightenment, attainment of supreme Buddhi, the unsurpassed, wonderful enlightenment. I have already taught you the two methods of cultivation. He addressed them all, that all of you I have taught you the two methods already. Okay. So now, but you still are not aware of the subtle, demonic events that can occur when you cultivate samatha and vipassana. Yeah, different meditation. Maybe cultivating the light and sound even. Even in the presence of the living Buddha, powerful Buddha, every day with him even, these monks, and still could be prone to this demonic influence. So the Buddha say, if you cannot recognize a demonic state when it appears, it is because the cleansing of your mind has not been proper. Scare you or not? The monks renounce everything. Every day with the Buddha, still could be prone to demonic problems. Therefore, I do not blame you. Just don't always boast that you have attained number 6, number 7. There are no such thing, okay? I know you cannot. I just know it, okay? So no need to tell me anything. 6, 7, 8, only those saints who came from there, they can go back. None of you are. I am so sorry, okay? If you are, I don't have to sit here. I go sleep. eat chocolate, whatever. Yeah. Before coming here, after seeing the performance, and I came home feel tired. I did not eat anything until then. Until after the end of the performance, I came back. I still did not feel like eating, but I thought I better take something before it's too late. Yeah, but I didn't enjoy any food. I didn't feel like wanting to eat, and don't taste. I feel tired. I want to sleep. Really, I wanted to sleep or meditate. You know, my sleep, my different sleep. I called the responsible person. I said, "Hey, listen, can you tell me how long it takes to gather people? Because otherwise I might go to sleep. I'm worried I don't wake up." And he said, "Okay, we hurry. In 1 or 2 hours." I said, "My God, okay, in that case, please call me. Wake me up in case I oversleep." So he did call, you know, but I could not really be at ease, you know. When I had some appointment, it's very rarely that I really can forget and sleep. Even I'm very tired. And everything is new here. My mobile phone is too modern. I don't know how to set an alarm clock on it. Normally I have this small one, and you just say alarm, and then it put alarm, you know, and you put a number. This one, you know, those iPhone, is too intelligent for me. I have no time to even try yet. Maybe I could. It's just, I don't know, I'm not used to it, and I didn't do it. So I cannot rely on that. Whatever new thing, and you haven't tried it, if you try it, what if it doesn't work? And then I let you sit here forever? So I said to brother, please call me when it's ready. And then I wake up. Okay, do I have to go? Yes, I have to. Remember a joke I told you? Lighten up a little bit. There's one man in the morning, his mother come and wake him up. Wake up, time to go to school. And then he said, I don't want to go to school. Mother said, you must. Yeah, you must go to school. Yeah. And he said, oh, nobody like me there. The class don't like me, the other teachers don't like me, and what do I go there for? I don't want to go to school. Mother said, you cannot not go. You are the principal of the school. You must go. When I first read it, I thought it's a truant kind of student. And at the punch, you know, you are the principal, you must go. It's cute. So now, the Buddha warned his monks, you know. So he continued, you may be troubled by a demon from your own skandhas. Skandha means your senses, yeah? Your normal senses. Or a demon from the heavens. Yeah, there were two kinds of demons here just now. One is from this your own in physical realm, another one from heaven. You would think heaven have no demon, wouldn't you? Have. Probably this is Asura heaven, you know, astral heaven. Asura have 120 plus levels. Not just Asura and then that's it, you know. They have bad demons and medium demons, and they have also good Asura people, benevolent and helpful, yeah, very loving. Yes, and that's a higher Asura, but still nothing compared to the higher one, yeah, like the second level or the third level. Still in these three worlds, they are still having trouble with the mind. They still struggle with possessiveness or jealousy, fighting for some kind of ideology or expanding of the territory. Heavens and Asura often have fight a lot, all the time. So if you have war here in the world and you think if you can take refuge in a higher heaven, you're wrong. They have more dramatic weapons, you know. They don't even need gun. They can destroy the enemies just by thinking. Yeah, you never know when they're thinking what. That is a problem. If somebody wields a weapon at you, then you know how. You might run, okay? Or you might counter him first. But if just by thinking, then, oh, it's very difficult. Especially if your so-called enemies are higher level than you, more powerful. Even if they are heavenly beings, they're not all benevolent, okay? So now the Buddha say, you might be trouble, or you may be possessed by a ghost or spirit. Beware, okay? Must always remember the 5 holy names, or the gifts that I give to you. Wow. If your mind is not clear, you will mistake a thief for your own son. It's just a parable, okay? If somebody who is not very profitable to you, and you invite him to your house, he might steal all your things. Okay? He might look like your son, look like friendly, or you might adopt him, but it's not too good for you. First, the Buddha warned you, don't mistake a thief for your son. Why he likened these demons for thief? Because they can steal. They steal your spiritual energy if you let them near, and they use it to empower themselves. The more they steal from you, the more powerful they become, and the weaker you are, and then they will control you, okay? Always remember the 5 names. It protects you. Never think you are anybody. Always pray for help. There are gods and goddesses and Bodhisattva. Buddha always try to help you if you call for help. Before you call even. It's just if you call, then it's better. Together, you know, you call, they respond. So you connect it with each other. If any of the demons, you know, they can take hold of you, like, then they hang around. They know you're weak, you know, of some weak point. Maybe your precepts is not complete, not clear enough, okay? Maybe you still tell some lie, white lie, or lie that you don't even think you tell lie. You make excuses for yourself, doing something that you should not do. And even maybe your mind don't understand, but your subtle mind knows it. Your subconscious knows it is a lie, but still you think it's okay. So this kind of lie, the subtle precept problem, must be aware, okay? That's what the Buddha keeps saying about precepts, yeah? Otherwise, he just say, okay, come become a monk with me, and you become a saint already. You leave everything, you renunciate, you are great, and then you don't need to worry about anything. Continue. He teaches every sutra he mentioned again and again. Don't eat meat, yeah? Even don't wear silk. Don't take milk. Don't take butter. At that time, they don't have vegan butter, I guess not. Otherwise, Buddha would say, be vegan, make peace, right? In India, those times, they just use milk to churn into butter and cheese, yeah? All right. But that's more benevolent than what they do nowadays. The cow, they're roaming free. They're eating leaves and grass and whatever, leftover vegetable. Outside, they walk everywhere. And people also don't harm them. So if they offer some milk extra, that should be okay. They never force the cow like today, put in hormone into them to produce more milk until the cow can no longer walk. Too weak. Imagine if the cow who produced the milk out of these chemicals and could even no longer support herself because of the lack of calcium. Imagine you drink that milk. What good would it do to you anyway, right? Yes. And even then, at the Buddha time, there were no such thing. The cows roaming all over. And still Buddha told us, no silk, no milk, no butter. And what else? He say no? Leather. No leather boots even, or shoes. No fur even. This is vegan fur, okay? Vegan. Vegan fur, you know that. Okay, all right. And it looks still beautiful. Just maybe in the Buddha's time, there are no such thing. So Buddha cannot advise people, okay, take vegan butter, take vegan cheese, take vegan fur, okay? At that time, no such development of invention of clothing or kind of leather wear, you know? Nowadays, we have Vinatex, They use pineapple to make look like leather. Yeah. And still durable. And many other things they invent nowadays to make vegan fur, vegan leather. We are more fortunate than the disciple of the Buddha. Yeah, you are really lucky people. Lucky, lucky people. So nowadays, if we cannot avoid milk, butter or fur or leather, we are really too weak. Yeah. We should appreciate our fortune, that we have everything at our fingertips nowadays. Yeah. And these things are even cheaper than the real animals product, and so beautiful. I don't know why nowadays they're still doing it. But you see on our TV, how many big fashion company avoid leather, avoid fur nowadays. Yeah, they are getting in there. A lot, big name. Yeah, very big. Wonderful. It's getting better, huh? Yes. Okay. The Buddha continues say, see, we have two kind of demons even. One is under the heaven and one is in heaven. Oh my God. It's bad enough to deal with the ghosts in our world already. Have to deal with heavenly ghosts even. Heavenly demon. Oh God. Yeah, the Buddha was truly a wise teacher, huh? At that time, the cows are already treated like benevolently like that. The Buddha still tell them, don't do it. Don't take from the animals so that you can be more liberated. Not to talk about nowadays, people confine cows or pig, whatever, in a very small quarter. They could not even turn around. And many more cruel things they do. Even more so nowadays, we should avoid all of them. In the Buddha time, it was very good already. Benevolent way of life and treatment to the cow already. Still Buddha say don't. Huh? What about now? You see what I mean? Least of all now. Yeah, if everyone in the world read all this sutra, they probably turn around. So the Buddha say, you may even be possessed by a ghost or a spirit, or you may encounter a lead ghost or a May ghost. It's different kind of ghost, okay? Yes. Too many ghosts, I don't know what category, so just a ghost. I mean, it's not a human, not a diva. Now, if your mind is not clear, you will mistake a thief for your own son. That's it, okay? You see, when we meditate, after initiation, we might see some light, hear some good sound, we feel something, and we ask the name, you hear anything just now? No, don't hear. Did you see any? Nothing. So we feel, oh, we are saints with something. The neighbor don't hear nothing. My classmates see nothing. I see something. Yeah? Even if you see master come to your house, it's also nothing. Okay? It's maybe halfway only. Maybe. Maybe not. The Buddha say you may feel satisfied. Yeah. Even just from small accomplishment, like the unlearned bhikkhus who reached the fourth dhyana and claimed that he had realized sagehood. Some monk, maybe he meditate and then he attained some level, 4 level something, and then he feel like he's already become a saint. Yeah, probably one of his disciples are like that. One of his monk has boasted, okay, I have attained 6, 7, 8 level. You understand? So the Buddha say in general like that, but there must have been some monks who has not realized the complete enlightenment, but thought he had. So the Buddha warned them all in general. When his celestial reward ended and the signs of decay appeared, he slandered our hardship as being subject to birth and death, and thus he fell into the Avicii hell. You see, he was too happy with his little attainment, and then he thought he attained a hardship already. But then when his old age came or sickness something, that is not to his satisfaction, then he don't see anything anymore, maybe because of the limited enlightenment that he has, because he already feel too proud, and then he stop his own progress. And then at that time, instead of feeling regretful or feeling ashamed, he blame the sainthood for no good. He say, what's the good of attaining sainthood? You know, I'm still sick now, I'm still dying, I'm still getting old. It's not the sainthood, it's not the method. It is a person who has not been vigilant enough, has to be vigilant all the time, because our ego are our enemy also. Apart from the Asura demons, apart from the ghosts, apart from the heavenly ghosts, we have also our own ego. It's a very, very big ego. So if you see some light or hear some sounds at the time of initiation and continuously, this is just to show you, just like a lamp, to light you the way so that you know you're in the right direction. Because we always heard that heaven have light, you know, and the Buddha will teach you with the heavenly sound, or God. Sound is like the sound of many water, yeah, sound of thunder. Okay, I heard all that. So that means you hear God. You see God in the form of light, or in the appearance of Jesus, or maybe Master, or Buddha. But that doesn't mean you are Buddha yet. See in light, hear in sound, you should. It's just the signpost, okay? And all the scenery you see on the way, also the landscape, to show you where you're going. Just like on the way here, I see some hufa, you know, Dharma guard. I see some trees, I see some statues. I know I'm going to the fourth hall, yeah, to see you. But I have not reached you yet until I'm here, yeah? If meanwhile I stop and watching the trees, chatting to the God, or then lost my way and keep chatting away and forgot my goal is here, then I will never reach here, yeah? Even though I knew the way. Similarly, the way to Buddhahood is full of traps. The Buddha say, I point the way, I point to the moon, but I am not the moon, so you follow the finger, see the moon, okay? Now, so if he fall into the Avicii hell, that is terrible. That is the relentless hell. It don't give you any tea break. Remember the story I told you? There's some hell has some tea break, some coffee break. Yeah, there was one person who didn't do any good thing in life, did some bad thing, not too that bad. So he died, he went to hell. I told you this story already. And then, because he is not all that wicked and evil, so he has a choice. He can choose his own hell. Yeah. So he went here and there. He said, oh, this hell, they're boiling people in oil. This one, they're chopping people alive. That hell, they're crushing people again and again. And you feel all the pain and suffering, but you cannot stop. And you cannot die. In this world, even if you are punished or you are killed, you die. At least you escape from that. But in that kind of hell, in hell, you don't die. You continue to suffer forever. That is called Avicii hell, relentless. That one did non-stop. Okay, so that guy, he went to see so many hell and he said, oh no, this is terrible, that's terrible, terrible. And then he went to the last hell, he saw people standing in a filthy pit, you know, with excrement in it. But they're standing there half up to their waist and drinking coffee or tea. Yeah. And he said, okay, this one not bad. At least I can drink coffee and tea. Standing in a field is bad, but okay, I can drink tea. Okay, so he said, okay, I stay here. And after he said that, and the bell ring, you know, the devil say to everybody in the filthy pit, okay, tea break over, turn your head back upside down. Okay. It sounds funny, but don't get there, huh? But that is not Avicii hell. Avicii hell is relentless, never stop, and it's all kind of punishment, suffering, and pain forever. Yeah? And like the story I told you about somebody who been killing chicken to make food. And then he repented very sincerely. And the hell make him swallow burning coals, remember? But that was because he already repented. And he is allowed to take that punishment to cleanse his sins immediately. And then he can go back and begin his life anew and can practice spiritually, can be pardoned. But if it's not for the Bodhisattva, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva intervene, he would not get off so easily like that, not just by swallowing this hot, burning, suffering cold, but he has to suffer longer, yeah, longer, longer, and have no chance to meet any master or Bodhisattva to redeem and to be a practitioner. So the Buddha continued, you should pay attention. I will now explain this for you in detail. How compassionate is the Buddha? How patient? I don't know if I have that much patience like the Buddha. But of course he's a man, you know, the more stressful, the more work, the more tough. Formerly, when the matriarch system was still in full gear, the men, of course, do all the heavy job and stressful job. Women are the director of the company, group, or house. Yes, she's the brain, a think tank. Nowadays, we have more and more women in the political arena. Arabian even now have more women in their parliament or in their government. You see that? Before, no, taboo. India has a female president. Oh, I was surprised all the time. India maybe, but this Arabian country, women go out, have to cover. I have to have a company of a man. And now they go into politics. Appointed, invited to even. Incredible change in our world, huh? So much change. I'm so happy. Yeah. Thank God. Thank God. Thank Buddha for blessing our world. Please give us more blessing as much as we can take it. Buddha and God would have blessed us more, but we can't take it. The people in this world is like infant, you know? You cannot give too much good food. Slowly, slowly. I wish it could be done like yesterday, but it's doing fine, yeah. Now, Ananda stood up, and with the others in the assembly who had more to learn still, meaning they're not completely awakened without learning. They still need to learn. Yeah. Bow joyfully. They quiet themselves in order to listen to the compassionate instruction. The Buddha told Ananda and the whole assembly, thus, you should know that the 12 categories of beings in this world of our flaws are endowed with wonderfully bright fundamental enlightenment. What do you mean our flaws? You mean defects, yeah? Not perfect. So that means our flaws. So, translation, you know. Yes, it's difficult to translate from Sanskrit already to Chinese. And it's more difficult to translate from Chinese to Vietnamese, and Vietnamese to English, and vice versa. So sometimes some of the lecture that air on TV, I have to look if I have time, you know, because the translation are not always perfect, yeah, and sometimes even opposite. So if I have time, I always look, yeah. I normally did not look. I thought, the teaching of all the saints, it should be perfect already. I don't check. But sometimes accidentally I saw something, I said, oh no, then I have to check. You understand what I'm saying? Because the translation is not always correct, yes. The translators, they work hard. They try as best as they can to understand, and then in order to make us understand. But if they did not understand completely, then of course, they just did what they can, their best, yeah? Maybe just like word to word. The Buddha told Ananda, you should know, okay, so all people in this world are endowed with wonderfully bright fundamental enlightenment. Just like he say, all beings have Buddha nature inside. That's the same, okay? It's a different way of saying. Or like a saint or the Jesus say, the kingdom of God is within you. Yes. Or you are children of God. But it's not awakened. Sleepy children of God. Yeah. Dormant Buddha. That is the problem. That's why the Buddha, Jesus, or the saint have to come down and shake us up. Wake up, wake up. So whenever a saint come, all the prediction make it so beautiful, like, oh, a king so-and-so will come and will make the world wonderful and bright and new age, golden age, etc. And then we expect that, okay, when the Buddha come, wave a hand and the world become nirvana or Buddha's land. It's not like that. To their disciples, the world is a Buddha land. Okay? They cannot change the whole world, at least at those times. Therefore, when we see the prediction with how come? Yeah? They say so glorious thing about golden age when Jesus had appeared, Buddha came, and all that, as if the whole world would have become paradise. It is like that for their worthy disciples, for the worthy followers. That is their world. Yeah? The Buddha created that. Jesus created that. So his disciples live in that kind of blissful energy all the time, even with him or at home, anywhere in the society. So the Buddha say here the same, like all beings here have Buddha nature anyway, have inherent enlightenment and brightness. The enlightened perfect substance of the mind, which is not different from that of the Buddhas of the 10 directions. You have all that, what the Buddha have inside. Just sleepy inside, covered. It's a pity, no? Yes. Yeah, and it takes so long to reclaim it again. Take a lot of work to reclaim it again. But at least you know what are you going to work for. Huh? Just like you take a job. You don't even know if you're going to get paid. How long can you be in here with the boss kick you out tomorrow? How much will you get paid? That is very frustrating, right? But if you get a job, you have a contract, guarantee, work forever. Every month, 10,000 US dollar, bonus, benefit, Christmas, holiday off, 1 month vacation. Then you feel, oh, I work very hard every day, but I got something. It is worth it. It's the same. The light and sound and whatever scenery in a vision for you, it's the payment. So that you know, oh, you got something. Yeah, but it's not complete yet. Understand me? You continue to work. But at least you know you get paid. But the payment is not all that you get, and it's not the only thing you get. The best is that your contentment, your happiness with your work, because it's a good job. It's a good environment, good colleagues, good boss, the boss is kind, generous, etc., etc. See? And the security of your life, of your family's survival, this is also important. The same, the light and sound are not all, okay? It's not the ultimate. It's just the reassurance, the precepts, the moral elevation, the virtuous, the loving kindness that you develop. That is even more important. The happiness inside you, that's even more important. You understand? All of that together is not just that, but of course the light and sound help you, make you happy, cleansing you, assure you that you go on the right path. Yes. Because we heard that all the saints have light. You know, God is light, God is love, yeah? God's sound is like the thunder, like the water. Yeah, if you hear that, you know, oh, okay, I'm near God, or contact with God. In the Buddhist Sutra also mentioned like that, in the Lotus Sutra, the Buddha also mentioned this kind of water, the sound of the sea, yes? and the light. All the time Buddha mentioned everywhere about light. Yeah, that some monks see the light, some monk doesn't. Why? Yes. And some monks, his disciple can hear the sound, and some cannot. Why? But that is another chapter. But I mentioned that maybe someday, by chance, I will see those chapters again, and maybe I read the whole thing, okay? The Buddha lived until 80 years old at least, yeah? He has maybe 50 years to preach. So it's a lot of things that he said, yes. But lucky for us that he lived long. And in India, people are more benevolent. And the fact that he was a prince and he left home, many king and government also have some kind of respect toward him, because they have no fear from him that they will take over their kingdom or their position, because the prince already left his own kingdom. So all the kings and queen or whoever prince at that time feel more reassured. So they don't try so much to harm him like many other masters with different background. Don't ask me, I have no background, I have nothing. I'm born in Vietnam, so-called born in Vietnam. Have people only here from Vietnam, war, refugees, poverty, no end. I don't have any background to back me up. If I was a princess and left my kingdom, probably I have more disciples, more support, okay? Yeah. They say the Buddha in your own home is not revered. The Buddha is not revered in your home. So it means also in your hometown or in your country, yes. But the Buddha was different, you see, he was somebody. He was somebody, yeah. I mention that because some master, in fact many masters have died because the government or the kings at those times worried so much that they might take over their throne, yeah, make a revolt against them, because all his disciples are gaga, goo goo, hoo hoo, ha ha, hoorah, hoorah around that master. Call him Maharaji, Mahamataji, whatever, yeah. Great king, great queen, calling that. Kings of kings, queens of queens. All these names scare the encumber kings or queens. I thought I'm the only king. How do I call that king? Who is he? He's just a carpenter's son, for example, yeah? So what does he want from my people? That's the reason why they chase and kill him, even though they know he done nothing wrong. Even the judge who carry out his punishment, you know, his descendant also say, I wash my hands of this sin, because he did not want to kill Jesus. But everybody else vote for that. Every year or something, they release one prisoner. They release one criminal instead of Jesus, the innocent. You see that? Just because higher government or other people, they fear Jesus might take over. They keep calling him king. Before that, they predict that a man will be born as king of the Jews. You remember that? Yes. He is not ruling anything. And even he keeps telling, my kingdom is in heaven. Yeah? My kingdom is not here. He even tells his disciple, teaches his disciple to be detached from whatever possession they have, like lay you not your treasure on earth where moth and insect can destroy, but lay your treasure in heaven where it is safe and secure. He even teaches his disciple like that, meaning he don't care about anything about this world, but they're still afraid. They're still afraid that Jesus' influence will make people revolt against them and then make him become king. He's a king of people's heart. That is correct, but he cares nothing about kingdom. But of course, the king at that time and the government those time, they cannot capiche that because they're not enlightened enough. For them, their throne, their position, their kingdom, their job, their possession, their tax money from people, their control over their subject are the utmost important. Therefore, they fear losing that. Yeah. So anyone else who won the heart of their so-called people, then they fear, of course, yeah? That the people might take their money and possession, give it to the master instead of paying tax, instead of making offering to the government. What if the people offer all the money to the master and then they have no more money to pay tax? Then the king cannot live in luxury. The officials cannot have the best carriers of horse in town, etc., etc. Oh, people fear of everything. Because they think things belong to them. The kings, the government thinks that the people belong to them even. That is the thing. They don't think that the people belong to God, to heavens. Now you know why many masters die early or die agonizingly, die wrongly, die innocently. Just because of that. That's why Buddha lived long, longer than many of the masters. You see now? He lived until 80-something. Jesus, only 3 years something, in the prime of his life. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also been harassed all his life. Other masters, the Sikh masters, also has been tortured, mentally, all their lives, physical also, and killed. For example, many other masters in the history of mankind die one way or another unnaturally, without guilt, without any crime, without any harm done to anybody, just because those who in power don't like what they say, yeah, sometimes, or worry that they may take over their kingdom or their possession or their position, etc. Or just all kind of thing like that. It's nonsense. It's really no ground because the master don't even care. But they wouldn't believe that because for them the position is so important, the thought is so important. How can another man don't think that is important? It's no such thing. It's impossible. They could not believe that. Just like a man who's so much in love with his wife, so he's so jealous with any man who kind of even look at her or just say some compliment. He thinks, oh, yeah, what do you want from my wife? Maybe that man doesn't want anything. He's just a polite man. He's not even in love with that guy's wife. He don't even fancy her. Maybe he's already in love with someone else deeply. And then all other women are meaningless to him. You know that, man. If you're in love with one girl, other women in the whole world, you don't care, right? Mostly. Most women, you don't care. But that man, he's too much possessive of his wife, my wife. So he would doubt any man who go near and blink at her or glance at her or say something nice to her. He's already feeling defensive because he treasures his wife too much. Just like the king treasures his throne, his position, his richness, his power, fearful of any other man or any human being who possess power like him that win the hearts of other beings. Yes, that the king might not even win at all. That maybe the king know, okay, the people only fear me but not love me. And then this guy, oh, he's nobody, everybody loves him. Run after him, worship him, touch his feet, bow to him, giving him this, giving him that, do anything for him. Oh, then he wanted to be king, huh? You want to compete with me. You see what I'm saying? Jealousy is terrible.